Good morning. This morning I will be demonstrating the ability to output a Wiegand signal from the IDT gate to another device. In this example, our other device will be an IDT access, but the goal will be to output a Wiegand signal from the IDT gate using smart card in identification mode as well as smart card in PC identification mode. Now, just to review our connections, on the back side of the gate, you can see that we have a patch cable and RJ45 cable running in to supply Ethernet connection, the LAN connection. We can see our two black wires are providing power, DC and ground. And then you can see over here to the left, we have our green, white, and brown wire. The green is going to be for data 0 out. The white wire is going to be for data 1 out. And then our ground wire is just our common ground connection that we used for Wiegand. So that's what it's going to look like on this side. Now over here on the access side, we can see that the wires are actually going to be running in. So whereas we have them running out from the gate, they're actually going to be, those Wiegand wires are going to be running into the access unit over here. So that means this access unit will act as our looking for an incoming Wiegand signal. Now, to make sure it gives us a green light when it gets that Wiegand signal, we're actually going to go up here to its settings. So here we can see the access and the gate. We're going to open up the access unit system settings. We're going to see that I've set door status here. It's in identification mode. It's in unit mode. And so it's only going to be accepting a Wiegand card input. Just to make sure we're showing, let's see, we're going to get the user number on the device. There are no users currently on the device. It is completely empty. And we're going to go over to the gate and we're going to show the same thing. And we're going to show that there are also no users on the device. I've set my PC identification server. This is the IP of my computer, as well as my monitoring address here as well, so we can see the outputs within monitoring. Of course, the last thing that we want to do is show you the firmware number of each of these devices. So this one is going to be get firmware version. This is 1495.300, as well as the gate is going to be firmware version 1495.300, both of which we have released to you. Now, to start off with this demonstration, I'm going to show that the smart card that I'm using, this is a smart card, we can get a better picture of it. You can see is that it is, better picture of it. You can see that it is a standard HID I-class fob. So we're going to be using that. And so, of course, as our initial tests, we're going to present the smart card. It's not going to give us a Wiegand output signal. It's going to give us an access denied, again, because there are no users on the gate. So we can see no users on the gate. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch up to the IDT gate, double click, open up its settings. I'm going to go to where it says door status. I'm going to go to PC identification mode, and I'm going to click OK. This now puts the gate into PC identification mode, where it'll be ready to output a Wiegand signal to the gate upon the correct method being entry. In this case, we've used smart card. Now, again, if you want to review the profile that we are using, it's going to be using my profile. As you can see, I'm set for my access mode to be smart card or biometric. I could also do this in biometric only mode, or I could do this in smart card only mode. Doesn't matter, I'm happy to show any of the three choices. You can see for my cards and PIN codes, I do have a smart card that I've listed there. That's the smart card I've shown previously. And I also have a Wiegand code there as well. This Wiegand card just represents any kind of Wiegand number that I want to, any facility code, any kind of card number. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and click save. So what this is going to do is it's going to run it out to the access unit, because the access unit is in identification mode. So it's going to pick it up, and we can actually see over here. Okay, and now it's run out to both units. All right. Actually, what we're going to do, just to show that it works in PC identification mode, we're going to go ahead and delete all the users one more time from this. Delete all the users. Users have been deleted. One more time, just to show there are no users on the device. We're going to show users on the device, and there are no users registered. Okay, so now we have our gate in PC identification mode. We have users loaded up in the access. We're now going to present the iClass card. You can see it's thinking about it. It takes a minute, but once it's recognized from the PC, it gives access granted here, then outputs a Wiegand signal over to the access that is granted. Now again, that's working in PC identification mode. We're going to flip back over here. We're going to put this into regular identification mode. Going to door status, identification mode, and here. Actually, in case we want to see monitoring before we move forward, we can see here that up top, our first access was actually by the gate. Go over here and scroll through this. We can see it was by the gate, and then we can see that the access was granted via the Wiegand number, the 26-bit. So that's what was outputted. So again, and that's what received. So we do know that in PC identification mode, that part is working. So again, we're going to flip back over to the gate. We're going to see that it's got no users on the device. We're going to flip it back. It's in identification mode, verified. We're going to right click. Actually, just to show you there's no users on the device and nothing will output. Immediately gives us a deny. We're going to move it back over here. We're going to go ahead and download users to the unit. Wait until those are downloaded. Okay, we're going to turn back here. Again, we're going to test to see if this works in identification mode and outputs a Wiegand signal. And you can see it outputs to both. And again, we're going to show monitoring. Monitoring is going to show that we had access granted. First from the gate that outputted, and then you can see the access also gained it. And this is the one where we were denied, showing the separation. And so this shows that Wiegand output works with the current firmware 1495-300, outputting via smart card via PC identification mode or normal identification mode.